Cat here. I am a one-man band on tour across the continental U.S. and today I am performing at Roadhouse Saloon, Idaho Falls. Show starts at 5 p.m. and I believe I have Whiskey Dick on the show with me. So last night was great at Lava Hot Springs, Eruption Brewery, and play what I've always been playing this week. Tribute to Brian Wilson. Hardest change God only knows is if you can master that, you are a ace level guitar player. Because what you're doing is you're working with a bunch of minor 7 flat 5s and get it clean. You gotta get your fingers just right. The other song that I think I got more of a grip on this week is this. Got that ending. Yeah, chords are my forte. Oh, thank you so much. I can't pronounce that, but he's from Jersey. I'll be in, yeah, you know it, like it's him. I'll be in Jersey in late September or early October. So stay tuned. I'm going to play my new favorite songs to just bash out. I've reached out many times to dingbats. Never got back. They never got back to me. They gave me a really raw deal in terms of playing. I mean, I'm cool with playing a door deal on a Monday to Wednesday, but if it's any kind of a decent day, I don't want to. I need guarantees on Thursday through Sunday. But Monday to Wednesday, I'm cool with any kind of door deal as long as they don't ask for anything up front. I'm cool with it. So at dingbats. They want to give me a Monday to Wednesday, or they take more than half the door. I don't really give a shit. But then also the parking. I'm not going to pay for parking. That's my other big hang-up with these kind of places. Not only do you get a raw door deal, but you also got to pay for parking. I'd rather play in a more suburban area and not have to deal with parking issues. And also, if it's a weekend, I need a guarantee of at least $300. But Monday to Wednesday, I'm cool with the door deal. Hey, they want to keep, more than half of what I make at the door, that's cool. On a Monday to Wednesday. I'd rather not ever, but... Hansel's in Oakland, New Jersey. I gotta see how they work. Freddie Dingle. Yeah. The other song I've been trying to master this week. Huh? C standard.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. It sounds pretty low for.
Do you play music as well? Oh. Come on over. I'm doing a live stream. No, keep it in your tuning.
I was in E flat. It's gonna be.
E flat's good. E flat tuning is good. E flat standard. Come on over. So. You're in East. Here, join the live stream.
Oh, you're in a live stream?
Yeah, do you pick?
No, I'm good.
Alright, so what I do is I like to take pop songs. I'm a big Beatles fan, I'm a big Beach Boys, I like power pop kind of stuff. I'm on tour from New York, and what I like to do is I just like to rearrange songs, or I like to figure out the melodies.
Okay.
What song do you know?
I mean, I can follow along, man.
Alright,
I'll follow along.
I'll take an easy one. Nirvana, About a Girl, do you know that song?
Yeah.
So watch what I do. Take it. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, let's take another one.
Okay. I'm
You know,
gonna close my trunk real quick.
yeah.
Do you have a pick actually? I'm gonna try to keep up volume wise.
Yeah. This is
Mine's very quiet.
loud guitar.
Thanks.
You ever play one of these Seagulls?
No, I can't say I have.
Yeah, these things are a gem. I paid like $300 for this.
All right.
Are you a Beatles fan?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite album by them?
I mean, Abbey Road, but
One
the song
sec.
that I know the best is probably In My Life.
Okay, so you know it in A, right? Oh, you play it in C. All right. You play the intro. Take it. Take it. Yeah! Dude, you know what the fuck you're doing. I like playing music with you.
Cool.
I feel like there's no dead weight between us.
Cool, cool. That's awesome, man. Yeah, you're fun to play with.
Thank you. So, you a fan of Weezer?
Weezer, yeah, yeah. I
All
only
right.
know like a couple other songs.
Which
though.
ones?
I mean, Say It Ain't So.
I know that chord-wise. I should learn the melody, like the chord melody. Do you know Buddy Holly?
Probably a little bit.
I do it in I do it in the actual key, which is 1 fret down. But being that you're in standard tuning, I'm going to play it in A natural. So it's like. D. That's mine. You know? I don't know. I end it like a Buddy Holly song.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not super duper familiar with the chords for that one, but I've heard that song before.
But you know, like the other one that I really love is "A Good Life."
Yeah, I don't think I know that one.
It's got the best chorus. D, A minor. B. B.
Yep.
B. Oh, you're way out.
Yeah.
So here's one. Take Oasis, you know, Wonderwall.
Sure.
Now you probably know an F sharp minor. Yeah. Yeah, it's just. With this lower tuning, I have access to chords that.
Yeah, well, you're reharming it, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I do. You know. D. I know it resolves to that D. So stuff like that, or like, you know, with the low tunings, This is why I like that C, the
Yeah.
C tuning, so I can, you know, with the standard E tuning, I feel like it's almost limiting, like it forces you into certain keys and out of others, where the keys that it forces you out of are just so much more beautiful.
Mm.
And it's not that I have a lower voice than most people to accommodate this, because I'm not playing E standard, like, you know how most players play just the bar chords and they expect you to have the bar chords as the bar chords?
Yeah.
Like, I don't play like that, but I want that access to those notes. Like when I play in, you know, I'll show you a perfect example of one of my songs where, you know, it's in A natural when you'd think you would play it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a baritone guitar, so I understand you're
You
using
understand.
different voicings to play the same chords, and you have access to bass notes when you're playing with fingerstyle. You know.
Yeah. So I'm like,
I hear that.
so
Yeah,
like
of
this
course.
is not. It's more or less a 12 bar in A, but you'll hear with the vocal notes
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
why I like this. Well, well, everybody stood in your corner with a mirror in each hand. A7, D7, cloud and smoke behind you, all under your command. Your soul can mirrors don't deceive me anymore. Well, 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 you ain't got nothing right to say. Yeah. Well, 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 I think it's better all that way. People try to look and see what you're trying to do. Except I got better things than to waste my time with you. Well, 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 your smoking mirror's got you this far. We all see the scam you really built so large. People see right through these lies, like a glass in an empty room. Everybody's on to catch on very soon. Oh! Well, 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 you ain't got nothing right to say. Well, 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 I think it's better all that way. People try to look and see what you're trying to do. I got better things than to waste my time with you. Everyone deserves to know when they saw all the mirrors and smoke. Took a look at your fabrication. All took it for it. Your smoke and mirrors don't deceive me anymore. Well, 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 you ain't got nothing right to say. Well, 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 I think it's better all that way. People try to look and see what you're trying to do. I got better things than to waste my time with. I got better things than to waste my time with. I got better things than to waste my. Yeah, I just ended cold there.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah,
That's
you
a cool
saw
song.
what was going on in that song. Melodically, harmonically,
Yeah. Sure.
it's the blues.
Yeah. Of course.
But why would you not just play it in open A? I like having this. as my first note of the instrumental break. I don't play guitar solos. I call instrumental breaks. Then, because I'm usually using my Strat or Jazzmaster, these two.
Yep.
I use a lot of effects, so I have the fuzz, so clean, with like an organ pedal following it.
Okay. What was your name, by the way?
Aaron, or I'm known as Bobcat.
Okay, cool. Right on, man. And you said you're from New York?
Yeah.
What part of New York? The city?
Long Island.
Long Island. Cool, man. Yeah.
I'm on tour, passing through, and I'm playing at Roadhouse Saloon tonight in Idaho Falls.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm heading out to Grand Teton. I'm on a big trip myself. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
You have to be in a band?
No, not right now. No.
Really?
Yeah, no, just getting better, practicing a lot, but planning on writing my own stuff when I get home. I've been on the road for like 2.5 months. Rhode Island.
No shit.
Yeah. That's
all right, let me run some names by you. Do you know the band Sasquatch and the Sickabillies?
No.
They're like the best thing out of Rhode Island.
I mean, Deer Tick, I think, is the best thing out of Rhode Island.
I like Deer Tick a lot. But wait till you hear Sasquatch. He's got the best voice.
Okay.
There's another band I like called the Soapbox Saints.
Haven't heard of them.
Midnight Creeps.
Nope.
Amazing Royal Crowns.
I mean, what time period are we talking here? Probably maybe before my time, because I worked as a sound guy in a couple of venues in Rhode Island.
Which ones?
The Pump House, Patty's Beach Club. I got friends who work up at the Parlor in Providence.
Those are places I've never played at. I always play in Warren. I play at the Galactic Theater.
Yeah.
That's owned by Dave from Sasquatch and the Sickabillies.
Okay.
I have played in years past, like the Green Room. I've played in a band called Johnny Carlovali and the Rolling Kings, who's from Rhode Island. They're from Warwick, Rhode Island. A bunch of guys. The drummer, Jeremy, was from deep in like the Boston area. He's got the thickest Boston accent you'll ever hear.
Yep.
And Johnny Custom is also from Rhode Island. Southern Massachusetts, like right where it meets.
Yeah, I don't know any of these people. I'll be honest with you. But I do know the Galactic Theater. I didn't know that the guy who owned the place was part of that band, but I'll have to check him out.
He is Sasquatch and the Sickabillies. He's got the craziest.
Okay.
He's got the best vocal I ever heard in a band like mine, like a band. So
are you like traveling as a one-man band right now?
Yes, this is. I have all kinds of merch, as you can see, T-shirts, hats.
What does that say? Cool. And you do the kick drum thing? You play the
Yeah, that's what all this stuff is back there.
Yeah,
it's my cajon, and if you look past my merch, you'll see a snare on a stand. So, like, way to the back is my Harbinger Tower.
Okay, yeah, I see the PA and stuff. Yeah.
So the Harbinger Tower, and then to this side I got the pedals. Because I'm in such low tone, I blow guitar seekers all the time. So I just use my Rumble 40 bass amp.
Oh, cool, yeah. All right.
Like, even though I'm not playing super loud, with the fuzz and with an organ effect with the crazy sustain, plus like heavy tremolo use. Think Dwayne Eddy.
Yeah. I actually just went to a Dwayne Eddy tribute concert. It was like a one-night show out in Nashville.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It was...
So you know that tone.
Yes.
That tone breaks guitar amp speakers faster than anything.
Because of the tremolo?
The tremolo, and plus, I mean, you hear how loud he turns up his bass compared to.
I mean, yeah, he was a loud guitarist.
He's loud, but his bass is so much higher. And when you play with that much bass, with this low tuning, you break guitar speakers. You don't really break bass speakers.
Yeah.
I've only replaced. Before this, I had one of those Ampeg 1x12 60 watts. It was a little bit too big and too much, and I found this Rumble 40 for $80.
Yeah, nice. So where have you been playing? You're all the way out in Idaho. Have you been playing all the way across the country?
Yeah, every night, new city. So like last night I was in Lava Hot Springs, Idaho at Eruption Brewing.
How did you book all this stuff?
I do it myself.
Yeah, but like for going to a new area that doesn't have access to your following, how do you say
What
here-
following?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, whatever you do to talk to a venue and say, listen, I want to play here, here's what I can do. What do you show them?
Usually I show them like the YouTube channel, which is this. And I have 4,000 YouTube followers. Nothing great, but nothing. In most places, nobody comes out who gives a shit. That's why I do not play for door deals on Friday, Saturday night unless it's 2 months before and I can't find anything. Or I already have a money gig. Usually I play at breweries that have a set guarantee.
Yeah, like $200 or something.
300.
Okay.
I ask 300 at a brewery. 200 is great for Thursday or Sunday,
Yeah.
but I need at least two $300 gigs a week, two $200 gigs a week on a Thursday to Sunday.
Keep things rolling.
To keep my van rolling, yes.
Yeah.
And then Monday to Wednesday, if I'm lucky, I do a total of $200.
Yeah.
Or less. Some weeks less. But a lot of Monday to Wednesday, I'll do features on an open mic. I get around not having a follow.
Okay.
I'd like to develop a following, but I'm not cool with playing for the door on a Friday, Saturday night unless I have nothing better. There's always a brewery with even $100 music budget for those nights.
Right.
Grant, I want more. If they tell me they'll have a $100 music budget and they give me like a 6 to 9, I will literally play down the block at like a 1 to 4 or 2 to 5 for another 100.
So this is your like main source of money too.
Yes.
How long have you been doing this for?
Over 2 years.
Like traveling on the road?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. That's a long time.
Now, 2023, March of 2023, my band, The Arkhams, who does have a following, not in Idaho. We have a following in
What's the name of the band?
The Arkhams.
The Arkhams. Okay.
We do have a small but notable following in Kingston, New York, New York City, or the Hudson Valley, really. New York City. We used to have a good one in Chicago.
Your fly's down, by the way.
Oh, shit.
The Arkhams. How do you spell that?
ARKHAMS.
H-A-M-S?
Arkhams.
Oh, yeah. This.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hit follow if you like what you hear.
Yeah, man. I'll give you guys a listen.
But while you're on Spotify, check out my my work with this one rated band. Because that's... Just look up Bobcat and you'll see...
Yeah. So what's your goal out here on the road? Bobcat music?
Let me see.
Cool. So what's your ultimate goal?
My goal is to build a following, and also shorter than 1 hour drives, and to earn a living as a one-man band. Have I reached that? No. I dip into savings every month. But by how much? The earlier months, so like March, I opened for the Meteors, who invented psychobilly.
Here you go, by the way.
That was a big deal.
Okay.
My genre is psychobilly, or power pop, or punk.
Okay, cool.
So like you see where I fit in. Now, even Boise has a very limited punk rock or psychobilly scene. Idaho Falls has a non-existent punk rock, but there are good bands in Idaho Falls.
Oh, cool.
I just don't know them.
Right.
I'll play like Bozeman, Montana, and by there I already know some people who play not the same genre, because let's face it, psychobilly is a tiny micro genre.
Sure, yeah.
That exists in LA to a great extent. used to exist in New York. I mean, the Arkhams, Memphis Morticians, Speed Crazy, Tombstone Brawlers, my old band, The Devil Stage, from like 2002 to 2005. Brimstones, who really don't play. All these bands that really don't play much. Screaming Rebel Angels. You go to Kingston, you got Lara Hope and the Arctones. You go to, you know, I know these scenes, and you used to have a band, Dead Luck DeVille, they don't play anymore. So like, the psychobilly scene is a shell of what it was. But there are one-man bands across the country who do play stuff that borders on psychobilly. Seattle has a few. Or the Seattle area. Mighty Royal Sloan, when he plays, you know, he plays electric like me, and it sounds more like psychobilly.
Yeah, I think it's like twofold. It's like you're not just psychobilly, you're also a one-man band. So you've made it even smaller of a...
Right, I'm the only guy that does this. You know, like, you haven't heard that song, or like, you know, if I'll play a song like, you know, I'm the only one that does like the crazy. Like the Beatles is kind of ingrained. I call my music, like the actual thing that I call my music, punk rock meets the Beatles. When you hear a song like this, you'll understand why. For the past few years, I haven't made the scene. Too much going on, situations ever foreseen. I used to be the guy who everybody knows. Now it feels so strange without this weakness. You don't care who I am or the things that I can do. I travel all alone, and that's a loner been a dream. Even though it sounds punk, there's clearly...
It's got, It's
got that Beatles influence all the way through.
Right.
You know, and the riff is done with the fuzz, and then I'll back off, you know, the guitar instrument, because I never play solos. I do like...
So in the band that you played in, the Arkhams, are you like, do they have multiple guitarists? Are you like the rhythm guitarist?
Both. But you see how like we traded off with rhythm and lead?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That's how the Arkhams did it. Now, I had a guitar player probably equally as adept as you, who also came from the psychobilly and punk scenes, same age, grew up in the same era of music.
I'm gonna show you a tuning that I really like, that I think you would like. It's got a C.
You're in C standard? Oh, drop C.
This is my travel. This is just my cheap Yamaha that I bring with me on the road because it's just something.
Good Yamaha. What are you talking about? Cheap.
I mean, it's about the same as your your Seagull, but you know, I don't really play with a lot of like, I don't usually play with the pick, so it's not a very loud guitar at all. It's not good for playing on stage. It's a great bedroom guitar. It's great for like.
Well, on stage, you just, you know, like what I do with this.
It doesn't project. I've played with it live, and it doesn't have. It's nice to play.
You gotta get a pickup for it.
I have other guitars. You know, I have a Strat that I play. I have another acoustic guitar that I really like.
You're a Strat guy. Yeah, this is a Jazz Master.
Nice. Are those humbuckers? Or
no, they're Dynasonics. They're like what you find in a Gretsch from the 50s. Not the Brian Setzer Gretsch, but like the Dwayne Eddy Gretsch. So it gets that tone. It gets very clean, not like a P90, especially not like a humbucker. And it's very bassy.
I kind of like this tuning a lot.
What is it? CGD?
GD or D, G, G, and then E.
Ooh.
Very nice. You mind if I see that pick again?
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that. I like gave it back to you.
Don't be sorry. Here, pick your poison.
Let's see here. Usually go for smaller picks, but that's good. This is good. I'm more of a sitting down guy.
Now you're gonna have hell on earth trying to tune that to C.
I got pretty good pitch.
I'm saying the string is gonna have hell on earth.
Yeah, yeah.
G.
There's a band called Pine Grove. You might like them. They're kind of not really punk, but like somewhere between.
I like where that chord progression is going. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, this is just a version of it that I worked out using this chord progression.
Using the tuning.
Yeah, using this tuning. Sorry, yeah.
I see how you formulate your mind. The D string, you just move one foot closer.
Yeah, I mean it's just a very like nice. Yeah, it's just easy to kind of grab onto some chords similar to an open tuning, but it's tuned slightly different, so you get kind of like a nice open sound.
I'm hearing that. I'm
Yeah.
hearing like that.
But yeah, it's kind of like an in the works thing that I'm working on right now. I kind of started playing it like the last couple of weeks.
I like that. The chords are great.
I don't know that I don't know. I think it's D, G, and C.
Yeah, but they're played very differently from the usual
Yeah, yeah. And then I think E minor.
E minor. That's a very cool move. How you rang that.
I also really like punk like a lot. Like Pearl Jam is like one of my all-time favorite
Pearl
bands.
Jam, they're not really punk.
Oh, I'm
They're-
sorry. Grunge. I should say
Grunge.
grunge is my favorite. Yeah, punk isn't. They're not punk, but grunge.
Yeah, no, they're
grunge is one of my favorite.
Grunge is more. When it comes to grunge, I'm more of a Nirvana fan or a
Alice in Chains or Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilots, definitely. Soundgarden.
Soundgarden is awesome. Yeah, I mean Chris Cornell is he's insane.
Yeah,
He was like the best voice of that generation. I think.
easily.
Yeah. I mean Lane Staley is probably up there, and so is Eddie Vedder.
See,
Just
Kurt Cobain, the thing is he had a bad voice.
But he knew how to sing with it for sure.
Right, he knew how to use that voice for whatever the hell he wanted to.
I brought my mandolin and my bass guitar with me. I've just been trying to write stuff while I'm on the road. You know, I've got
Oh,
this little
hell yeah.
synthesizer that's like a 4-track recorder, so I just make demos and stuff a lot of the time.
Really, I do it to my phone. Like,
Yeah.
I'll record.
I do that too, like little voice memos, but it's nice to have like the 4-track recorder so you can like layer things and try, like it's got like a drum machine built into it and stuff too, so
Oh, that's very cool.
it's nice to have that capability, kind of like a little recording studio.
I've always had trouble with those. I just use what's the GarageBand? It's easier. But I use it on my actual laptop. This is like, so I got these new pickups cheap, but
That's what that thing is. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, this thing it's a piezo pickup that you don't have to drill into your guitar.
That's kind of nice. It does leave like it looks like a little bit of a mark, but maybe that's better than
Use a
having-
residue. I gotta scrape it off, but you know, at this point, I just care to, you know, I'm not precious about my guitar or my pickups. What I really want is that full contact,
Yeah, with yep.
because piezo is based on the pressure. And it really, you could have a guitar that sounds kind of crappy and make it sound way better with a good piezo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I actually used to have, this is like around 2020, what you have, the Yamaha, but cutaway in electronics. And back in Long Island, I owned a cab company, and one of the general manager, he was interested in learning, and his kid was interested in learning. I was like, I just gave it to him. I was like, you know what? I'm not pressured about this guitar because at that point, I just got a 90s one of these, a 90s Seagull.
Yeah, I like Seagulls. I actually have their dulcimer. I don't know if you've seen their dulcimer.
I've seen their dulcimer.
Yeah, I got one of those bunch of years
check
back.
this out, how this plays compared.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Try out that tune up here. It's nice. If you want to tune that thing back to something you like or used to, you feel free to. So I'm not technically in a band because right before I left, I was just helping my buddy finish. I've actually had a block for like many years in terms of just writing my own stuff. But
Really?
Working with a friend of mine who had written a bunch of songs that were in a very, I mean, he's not a great guitarist. He's pretty rudimentary. He had written some songs on acoustic guitar that were like, they were really good songs though. He was a great lyricist. And yeah, I kind of helped arrange a lot of the stuff that he wrote. And we like wrote an album together basically, and it's hopefully going to be out in like the next month or so.
Really? Drive a,
Yeah.
for eh?
But he wrote great lyrics, and like he understood song form really well.
you go from playing in C standard to E standard, you feel like all of your bass just dropped down.
Yeah.
Which I mean, in the band, in the Arkhams, I do play in standard too. Primarily, I just can't go up the 4th fret, except for a few songs where I have like.
Dear Prudence.
Yeah, both of us traveling through. New York, Rhode Island.
Touring? What's going on?
Yeah.
Hanging out.
I'm on tour from New York. I'm a one-man band.
Just traveling from Rhode Island.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we have a jam thing going on, and we need people, so I just go by.
Really? Where is this?
It's at a church. We do.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we're in town, but if you're just traveling through, Bobcat.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Terrible. Mr. Vance? What would you play?
Play a guitar.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, good luck, guys.
Thanks, man. Cool. Right on.
Oh, yeah. A lot of these live streams, this is how I start the day. I'm like,
Yeah.
I learned a lot of the styles from a lot of the duo. You know, let's switch guitars for a second. I'll show you what I mean. So, do you know the band The Times? They do up The Times from Philadelphia.
No, I do not. Just this. It's pretty low.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Your strat is definitely.
I think my buddy, when he came out, he adjusted it. I haven't used the strap for a while.
Ah. You know what? I got a better idea than this buddy. I'm just gonna use double-sided tape and use a lot of layers of it.
Yep. Yeah, so at the Dwayne Eddy show, there was this Joe Bonamassa and who else played? Molly Tuttle and Peter Frampton. It was a big.
I know Molly Tuttle, actually.
Yeah, there was a bunch of big musicians that played the show. They only played a couple songs each, but
Yeah, Dwayne Eddy did not have a big catalog. Like, he had a lot of albums.
it was a couple songs that were big hits, more or less, right?
Right, but in terms of I'll put this on later before my gig. Today I can play full-on electric guitar.
Yeah.
So-
in my life version that I like to.
That chord.
Yeah, it's a great chord. Yeah. I like using that chord there. It's, yeah.
So like one day I was playing my electric guitar. I was playing, you know, my usual punk rock electric guitar. It was my first brewery gig
Okay.
as a one-man band. It wasn't like my friends booked me at a brewery and they kind of knew what I was about. And I bombed it. I was too much for what they wanted.
Like loudness or?
Too loud and too like, the vibe wasn't right.
Okay.
So what I did then, I was like, fuck, how am I gonna make my transition back to music if I can't play a simple brewery gig? This is the strat.
Wow. No kidding. That thing's pretty cool.
I know. Check out the action on this. I set it up myself. My friend Chris Morrell builds guitars. He carved this neck.
Yep.
And he wound these pickups. These are very low output pickups. They're lower than. They're like vintage minus 5%.
I don't know what that means.
So the fewer winds, the lower the output, and the more pronounced your notes are going to be.
Okay. Interesting. That'll work.
And they're flat wound sounding.
Yeah, these are what gauge are strings?
13 to 56, and then the tops is 14 and 18.
Yeah, this is a machine. It's beautiful. I like the
Mirror pickguard. That's a signature of mine. I'm gonna get a mirror pickguard for my Seagull as well.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Next time I'm in New York, I'll see Chris and he'll make one for that. So I didn't understand what, how like a brewery, they have a bunch, they still were nice to me. I just realized I fucked up so bad at the brewery. So what I did then is like, all right, a lot of these old Karens are okay with acoustic guitar and okay with doo-wop. So I started learning doo-wop stuff. So this will be an E for you. It's more or less 1-6-4-5. It moves differently in the chorus, but check this out. after seeing that, I was like, wait a minute. What I'm doing, because I learned it in G. You know that melody, you know that melody. You've heard that a million times.
Probably, yeah.
I did in G, the song's in E. So I was like, wait a minute, this is an epiphany. So then I started working out Beatles songs. I took probably one of their, I learned what I call the library folky. I'm sure you get this in Providence. You get like those old 70 or 80 something people who like congregate in a library and they're like very gatekeepery about their folk music.
They all
kind of want to be
very specific. I don't know.
They all kind of want to be a David Crosby or something.
Everybody like a folk artist, like an aspiring folk artist who's like.
No, they're not so much. They kind of are aspiring because they definitely didn't make it to those heights, but they kind of play like that, and they're very gatekeepery about their folk music. Like anyone new comes in, and they're like complete. Well, we do things this way, you know, and they're this like. Let's turn the live stream.